Happy Halloween, everyone. And not only is it the spookiest night of the year, this is also the night with the best games of the season that we've seen all year. I'm John Benson.
I'm Pat Maroney. Crazy stuff happens on Halloween. We're going to try to work our way through this haunted maze of football games, but let's start in Valdosta for a game that's been sold out since Wednesday.
Which is crazy. And we also might be a little biased, but we think this is the best high school game of the year and every year, and it's the Wintersville Classic between Valdosta and Lowndes and those Vikings. So dual band did the national anthem. Wildcats take the field, Vikings banner. This place was erupting. Like Pat said, sold out since Wednesday, but we got a fumble here, and that's recovered deep into Viking territory, and we're going the other way. Vikings defense was playing tough, however. Gang of tacklers for a small loss on the Wildcats in the backfield. And then later on, Brandon Goodson with a 34-yard field goal attempt, and that is good. Wildcats would lead 3-0, and then Vikings later on their own on the 2-yard line. Brian Bell on the run fumbles, and that is another recovery, but it's good territory once again. Bell on defense makes a big stop here in the backfield. The defense was just outstanding, and then another field goal attempt, but this one is no good. So the Wildcats would be up 3-0 in this one, and then we'll have an updated score for you later on, but this game I believe is still going on. Oh, that's the final, excuse me. Valdosta 13, Lowndes 10. And then Colquitt County visiting the Blue Devils. Big game for the Packers because a win means a win for the region. So Chase Paris hits Ty Lee with the screen pass, and he's got plenty of room before he finally gets knocked out of bounds. And then Luis Martinez hits the long field goal to put the Packers up 29-14 going into halftime. And then we'll start at the third quarter. Tiff County ball. Tahib Chambers has a big hole up the middle, runs deep into the red zone, and then Chambers follows his offensive line for the QB sneak. And then that would make the score 29-21. Packers still up. Packers answer, though, with Ty Lee, who raced in the middle of the field for another big gain. And then Saheem King, the big running back, spins, fights his way into the end zone to put the Packers up 36-21. In Colquitt County, I mean, they're just too good right now. 62-21 over the Blue Devils.
Now let's go down to the little guys. In 1A Region 1, it's a 2-horse race, and now we're on the final leg. Mitchell County traveled to Calhoun County tonight, and the winner of this game is your region champion. So here we go. Coach John Williams trying to talk up his Cougar troops there. Same for the Mitchell County. Here we are in the first quarter. How about this play? It's a fake punt on 4th and 7, executed perfectly. Joshua King to Brian Johnson. That's a first down. Puts Mitchell on the 12-yard line. Next play, Troy Chester to Joshua King in the end zone. Goes up and grabs it. Mitchell County's on the board. They're up 6-0 on the ensuing kickoff. Sherrod Williams will receive it. And watch him go. He's going to turn on the Jets. Eventually, he is brought down, but he gets those Calhoun County Cougars in very good field position all the way in Mitchell territory. And here we go later in the game. Score still 6-0. Mitchell County ball. Troy Chester hands it off to Quentin Thomas. He's going to speed through the line. A few defenders. It would take a few defenders, maybe the whole cavalry, to bring him down for a gain of 23. Mitchell County would escape in this one 12-8, so they are your region champions. Now let's head out to Ocilla for Irwin County and Atkinson County. Irwin's a perfect 5-0 in the region. First play from scrimmage. Zach Toller's pass intercepted by Tyus Wesley. What a play there. And then Wesley on offense. He's doing it all near the end zone for the Rebels. Then Tyree Johnson goes from a yard out to put Atkinson County up 7-0 in the first quarter. The Dancers there are feeling it. First quarter now still Indians ball. Robert Moore runs it up the middle for a nice little chunky yards. And then Moore again. They're just going to the well here. He breaks it outside, gets the Indians in scoring position. That's the last play of the first quarter. Let's pick it up in the second quarter. 4th and goal. The Rebels defense stops Irwin County, and they lead 7-0, but Irwin would come back and win 21-14. That's just the tip of the iceberg, folks. When we come back, we'll have all the highlights from 4A1 as those teams battle for playoff positioning. All that and more is coming up after the break. Welcome back. 4A Region 1 will have play-in games next weekend to determine the playoff seedings for the state playoffs, but there's still plenty to be hashed out. Bainbridge and Westover can't win the region, but they have clinched spots in a play-in game next week. I know it's confusing, but tonight they battled for the 2 seed in sub-region A. So let's pick it up in the third quarter. Westover is down 21-14, trying to get that offense moving. Emery McKenzie fires a strike to Cletus Hopkins, sheds a tackler. That will move the chains, but this is how a drive stalls right here. Ball gets knocked out of McKenzie's hand. Luckily, he falls on it, but Westover has to punt, and then things got interesting. Tyler Story is back to receive for Bainbridge. Looks like he may have gotten a hand on that football. Tracy Brown picks it up, but the refs say it wasn't touched. Octavia Jones on the Westover sidelines are not happy. Here comes that defense, though, and Trent Thompson in particular busts the line through the line of scrimmage there. Gets the tackle for loss, and on 3rd and long, Brett McLaughlin here drops back, and let me tell you a scary story. It's Tyler Story laying out. Great play there, but Westover holds. It's Thompson leading the charge again for the Patriots, and Westover would come back to win in overtime, 29-27. In a weird twist, Worth County and Thomas County Central could be playing for the region championship next week, but they played tonight as well. First drive, trouble for Worth here. Put her on the ground, swarm of Jackets there to recover. Reed Ansley comes up with the football. TCC can't put it in. Eli Taylor overshoots his target there, so Worth forces a field goal attempt. Special teams just so important, and Thomas County Central gets 3 on their first drive. Then more bad news for the home team. They throw it to Eric Burrows here. I'm not sure if that's a fumble or an incomplete pass, but the Zebras ruled it a fumble, and that is all that matters. And then Taylor hands it to Nick Patterson, and he's going to roll into the end zone. It is a 10-0 game after 1 quarter. But early in the second, Worth gets on the board. Cameron Farley follows a couple friends into the promised land, and then there's that darn cannon again. But Worth County comes back to win 23-17.
And I'll tell you what, that cannon will get you every time, especially Pat there. But we'll stay in Region 1 4A, where Crisp County was hosting Monroe. And the Golden Tornadoes have had an interesting season. Last week, they upset Cairo on the Thursday night game, keeping them in the hunt for the playoffs. But the Crisp County Cougars could change all of that tonight if they hold off the Golden Tornadoes. So here we go, 2 teams trying to keep their seasons alive for the playoffs, state playoffs that are coming up, of course, in just a couple of weeks. But we're having a little problems there with the footage, but we'll be sure to get that to you shortly. And we'll actually go to our Player of the Week for this week's edition of the Blitz. We'll start with Fitzgerald here, and Gerald Morgan, actually the quarterback. He had an outstanding week last week. The quarterback for the Purple Hurricanes helped his team win over Pelham with 111 rushing yards and a touchdown. Plus, he threw for 100% basically, going 9 for 9 for 151 yards for 4 touchdowns for the night. So a huge night for both Morgan and Fitzgerald by earning the win, and Gerald Morgan being our Player of the Week. But we're not going anywhere just yet. We'll head over to Mike for another look at some weather.
All right, everybody. Tonight, high school football. Tomorrow, lots of great college games around the region. Look at this one as we go to Jacksonville. Lots of other people will be as well to watch Florida take on Georgia. But look at those temperatures. And yes, the wind will be kicking. So keep that in mind if you're planning to go to Jacksonville or really anywhere else around the region to watch some Saturday football. Keep it here. We've got much more coming back.
And welcome back. Deerfield Windsor is coming off of a big offensive performance last week, but they have their hands full this week.
That's right. They're going to play Valwood, a team that hasn't lost since August.
That's crazy.
So the Valiants in the driver's seat in that region will pick it up with the Knights down 14-7 in the third quarter. Tyler Lowe back to pass. He's going deep. Austin Falla, just out of reach there. Big play opportunity missed. Now Valiants, Alex Jackson He gets the football. He's going to get upfield for a first down run. That's into Knight territory. And now it's Parker Bonner back to pass. But no, he decides he wants to keep the football for himself. He makes some moves, gets into the end zone, but hold the phone. Flag is down. It's a block in the back. Now Bonner going deep on 3rd and long, trying for Bailey Thompson, but can't hang on in the end zone. Good job there by the refs. On 4th and long, Daniel Hodem attempts a 41-yard field goal. It's good, 17-7. Valwood is the score, and they would go on to win 31-13.
And here we go. We'll go back to the Region 1 4A team. This is Monroe and Crisp right here. And then the Cougars couldn't quite get the offense rolling there. And that's Monroe defense just stepping up and doing what they do best. And then on the next play, what a great offensive production for the sidelines to get the first down. And then Whit Campbell airing this out for the touchdown. And the PAT would be good. Crisp County would be up 7-0. And Monroe, well, here they come. Here comes the offense. Running back Darrell Brown gets the ball off the pass, and he ends up getting taken down, unfortunately, from Alfred Patrick. Monroe wasn't able to score early on, but they did get a nice sack in from Whit Campbell. He'll be taken down. It's 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, and Monroe, I'm not sure what happened. They fell apart there at the end. They would fall 6-14 for your final. Let's take a look at that play of the week, shall we? And it's a punt or a fake punt. Mitchell County, Bryant Johnson there, back to punt, but nope, not today, Junior. Johnson would hit his man for the catch and for the first down to keep the drive alive, which is a good thing because we'll actually see the highlights for this game in just a little bit, but the Eagles will go on and win it 12-8 for your final. So thanks to Larry Cornelius for being such a trickster out on the field tonight and making our play of the week. Hey, what do you say we keep this haunted hayride going?
Do it.
When we come back, we'll have more highlights and we'll take a look at our fan of the week, so you don't want to miss it.
Welcome back. Let's have a little fun here in the last block. What do you say?
I like some
Get
fun.
dressed up. Happy Halloween. Celebrate
Happy
the holiday.
Halloween. Here we go.
All right, let's get to it. The Pelham Hornets had a few big wins early in the season, but since then, it's been a struggle.
Not so fast, but they're winless in the region. But there's no better time right now to get on the board, especially on senior night. So the Hornets had a big defensive game this evening. And if you like defense, we'll buckle up. First quarter, Seminoles with the ball. Thomas Atkins gets the carry, weaves his way through traffic, but the drive would stall. After the punt, Pelham struggled on offense, but Desmond Parker gets stuffed. And then on a 3rd down, he gets the carry again, not going anywhere. We're forced to punt. Now in the second, Indians take over on 4th down. Atkins off the sweep, gets stopped by that Hornets nest they call defense. And we're going the other way. Parker gets the handoff once again. He'll follow his blockers for a nice 8-yard game, trying to get something going on offense. Next play, he gets the rock, but it's a face mask called in the backfield. That's a first down for Pelham, but unfortunately, we're still stalled in offense. And then the last look at that Hornets defense, Ladarius Crispin has the ball, and that is a sack lunch. Huge loss on a 4th down. And then Pelham holding on for dear life on senior night, winning 8-0 over Seminole County.
Shark Kansas here from JC Stadium. Captains Michael Jackson, Gerald Morgan, and Jamori Phillips take the field.
Thriller.
And now here we go. It's Morgan. This fella's been making big-time plays all season long, and this is no different. That Berrien defense parks like the Red Sea. The Provo Hurricanes are up 7-0. Now Berrien with the football, and Blake Guthrie threads the needle there. What a throw and catch to Louis Piccolo. Rebels on the board, but Fitzgerald responds. Big plays for everyone. Morgan gives to Talon Golden, and he gets down the sidelines. This is a large chunk of yardage. And then they go to the air. Jason Strickland dials up the play action. Morgan drops it into Trey Graham. That's just way too easy. Untouched into the end zone, but more touchdowns. J.D. King joins the Halloween scoring party. Fitzgerald's offense looks potent right now heading into the playoffs. They're up 42-21 in the 4th. It's Halloween, so there's no excuses. This should be our best fan of the week yet. And we're not just doing one fan. We're going to do a whole bunch of fans. The Colquitt County Packers Crazies made the drive from Moultrie to Tifton tonight. These young fellas didn't care about the chilly temperatures. They painted the bodies, they brought out the large flags, and they helped their Packers clinch a 6A1 region championship. Congrats to Colquitt County, and congrats to those nutty fans for being our fans of the week. And we ask every week to see your photos in school spirit at tonight's games. Here's some photos there from Tift County and Colquitt County. Thank you to Colquitt County High for sending that in. This is Stephanie Terrell. Packers getting ready to take the field there. And then Wes sends us a photo from Brody Field where Tift took on Colquitt and the Lee County High School Trojan Band. Quick note on Lee County. They clinch a playoff spot tonight. They'll be playing Valdosta after their big win over Camden County. So that's for a 2 seed. But tweet us or Facebook us every week and you can maybe get on television.
There you go. There's a little friendly reminder for you. We're about halfway through the NFL season. It's not too late to sign up for our Pick'em Challenge. Go on the internet machine, head to our website. It's WFXL.com if you don't know. And on the home page, just click on the Pick'em tab at the top, create your profile, and you're in. The best part is it's free, and you could win prizes. Also, you'll be competing against myself here at the station along with the shark next to me. So head to our website, WFXL.com, to get started. But we'll head over to the Keymaster for some weather.
We'll do that. You know what? We've got some cooler temperatures this weekend, and yes, a heavier jacket, it might be key as you go through Saturday and Sunday morning. Then we start our warm-up as we go through next week. Look at these temperatures. They climb out of the 50s, into the 60s, into the 70s, and to near 80 degrees by next week. Our next real chance for rain, along about Thursday, Friday next week. Until then, we'll enjoy some cooler temperatures this weekend with a bit of a warm-up right through next week.
I have to say, the suit looks a little heavy walking around.
Yeah.
You know, it's not too bad once you get it on, so it's nice. And it's warm, and it's going to come in handy this weekend and tonight. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was going to throw the flag for all the cold weather. You know?
There it is.
Penalty. That's a 15-yarder.
Yeah, 15-yarder. Yeah, laundry on the desk.
Field.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. But I got to say, man, what a costume.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're putting us to shame.
Yeah.
Here.
No.
Who do you think put more time into it?
Yeah.
All right, well, that'll do it. I guess we'll be back next week for the last week of the regular season. We'll see you at 10:30 next Friday for the Blitz.